either.
Who is this? Married to Medicine?
Mm-hmm. Are we live? Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. It's your girl Montique, Dr. Feel Good. Callie, she's a
Mm-mm.
doctor of shade, I guess. And then Dr. Joy Pre PhD.
Mm-mm.
She's the doctor of the know of all things, supposedly. Anyway, we are doing Married to Medicine season 2.
Pampered Party Crasher.
I was just
Okay.
going to say that.
Pamper Party Crashers.
Okay.
So thank you for being with us. Everything we say is allegedly our opinion. We just trying to make y'all laugh, entertainment purposes only, all tea, all shade, but all fun, okay? So we're going to, and I don't have a chat stick moment if y'all don't want that, but we're going to rate the episode, do a little icebreaker to let you all come in, which is our chat stick moment of the week, and then we'll get into the episode. So how are y'all ladies? Y'all ready?
Yes,
Okay,
beyond.
how would you rate this episode?
I'll give it a 6.
Oh, good for you. Okay, Callie. Joy.
I thought it was probably like a 7.5 or 8. I thought it was a really good episode.
Okay, okay. Hold on. Let me see. Let me share this out. I'll give it about a 6, 7. It was okay. I don't think I have a lot of notes for it either. What you got for me, Joy? Oh, she's got splotches. Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
told you. I told
Oh,
you. Now, it is possible that her mother has vitiligo.
Vitiligo.
It's possible, just as Michael Jackson did, but I don't know.
But I think that's the color. Like her that don't look like vitiligo. That looks
But
like
I think it's really shady that they honed in on more. I'm telling you, they are going after
what
her
we're
this season.
talking about right now is we did Potomac a second ago, and we're talking about the mother skin color, Wendy's mom, and if she's bleaching. And so Joy just showed some photos of the skin, and it doesn't look healthy. And from the oh Lord, that breaks my heart.
I didn't even
Anyway,
notice she had blue eyes. I say she had blue eyes, contacts in.
look at her eyes. Look at her contacts.
I didn't switch shows,
Yeah, she got them in
but
this
I was
picture. You
tripping.
can see they look grayish blue. Look in the picture.
Yeah.
But anyway, do we have a chat stick moment of the week, or we just gonna get into the show? I can't think of nothing. We talked about Cassie. We talked about Merton. I don't got nothing. I can't think of nothing. Okay, Callie. What is Callie?
I don't know.
All right. Anyway, we ain't got too many people on that. Let's think. Give me something to talk about, y'all. Oh, what are y'all doing for the holiday? We'll just do that.
Oh, what was the chapstick moment of the week?
I don't have nothing. That's what I was saying.
Oh, what did we say? We said we was gonna talk about something.
we had mentioned Quad and Dr. Heavenly went on.
Oh,
They were with B. Simone or something like that on live.
What do you need?
They were mocking Sweet Tea, and Quad mentioned that Dr. Gregory should really, just leave her alone because she's because of his career, she hasn't even told everything that happened in their relationship. She's trying to protect him, and it would
Oh,
just really kind of behoove them both to leave her alone while it's still safe.
he
really?
already married her. I don't even know. What are they saying before she have a baby?
And she said she didn't. Well, who'd you say? Who you talking about?
No,
Quad or
I'm
the new one?
saying is she saying that before she has a baby because we know they already married.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm not talking about what she's saying. I'm talking about what Quad is saying.
But you said, but she wants to say something before. Well, say what you said again, then, because it seemed like she
Quad
was trying to
said
warn her.
Quad said that both Sweet Tea and Dr. G should really just leave her alone before because she has not even said everything that really happened in their relationship, and the reason she hasn't is because of his career. So it
So,
would
what
kind
have
of
they done to
behoove the,
her to leave her alone? Like, what did she do?
that
Like,
I, that I don't know. I
oh, okay.
don't know
Because I
that.
don't see her talking about quiet. If anything, she been kind of really nice to her, strangely.
And so that's what I wonder though, because I caught the last 6 minutes of that, and all this was said in the last 6 minutes of the live.
Oh,
So, but
I
it was a
did.
30-minute call. I don't know what could have been said that we haven't heard before, though, as to why she's trying to warn them, leave me alone. I don't know.
I know that Heavenly is coming hard for Sweet Tea on
Yeah,
social
she was on
media
there too.
with Carlos King, but I think it all boils down to this is what I think happened. One of the things that we know happened, according to Heavenly, is that girl called her old. She
Called her
must have made a
grandmama.
lot of old references
Mm-hmm.
to her because she's what one of the things that I noticed is Heavenly been on social media for I don't know how many seasons, 7, 8 seasons. And I noticed that this year, all of a sudden, she dropping it like she hot. She doing all kinds of dancing, and it's really weird. And it
That
goes back to she's so insecure. Like
Yeah,
she,
she
Amazon
always
showed me
have
one
been.
thing that was awful. Okay.
woo,
All right. So y'all ready to get into the show? Are we
Mm-hmm.
okay? Let me get
how
some
that,
music.
wait a minute. I just
Go
want to
ahead.
say the production is so shady. Did y'all notice how they were honing in on her products?
Who's?
When Heavenly was cooking in like the first
Oh
scene,
yeah, talk about it. Tell us about it.
Heavenly was making some spaghetti, you know,
I remember that. Tell us what you
and
saw.
like her ragu, and they were just
Where'd it go?
honing in on
Uh-huh.
the products that she was using. I did see the infamil, by the way. Y'all want me to take a
Shut
picture
up.
of it?
Yes, take a picture so we can
Okay.
show it.
Damon had lost a lot of weight too, but here it
He
is.
on that Ozempic too, like Eugene. Okay,
You,
allegedly.
Dr. G
Well, we
looked
know Eugene
good.
is on it for real, but I don't know
how
about
you know he on it?
because he said the first episode, Dr. Eugene said, "I've lost a lot of weight. Dr. Jackie got me on the semaglutide shots." Y'all didn't hear him hear that? Yeah,
No.
No,
yeah. Why y'all
I
didn't?
didn't
Is
hear her.
Toya on that as well? Because she
Yes,
clearly
Toya, she didn't say
she
it, but
looks
she is
cute.
too.
She looks good too, yeah.
Yeah. Look, we're going to BravoCon and we're gonna be high school skinny when we go. So we got a
Not high
plan.
school scary.
Okay.
It's got a name and everything.
I
All
might have
right.
been too skinny in high school. How about
And
30-year
I
old
thought I was
skinny?
fat, and that was the skinniest thing in the world.
Girl,
I was like,
y'all ain't seen that meme that says, "Oh, I wish I was the same weight when I thought I was fat. I
me
really
too,
wasn't
girl. I
fat."
was like a size 5 at the biggest in high school. Okay,
And you
anyway,
thought you were fat. Ain't that
girl,
something?
yes, I would weigh myself every day. Like, oh my god. But anyway,
Are
we're
you
not gonna talk about those.
serious?
Yes, it was girl. I
Mm-mm.
don't know why, because I went to school with people who was thicker than a snicker. I don't know. I have no idea. um, what we say? Now I want to say this, Jackie. You quit talking about Sweet Tea and the house because you don't even know where your husband is. Where was he? Dominican Republic. What y'all think about her having all these opinions? Like, I wouldn't. This house looked better when Quad was here. And do
I
y'all
think
think?
trolls are so mean.
What do y'all think?
Well, it is mean, but if you think about the situation, how are they not going to talk about the house with Quad in it? I mean, you are on the same TV show that with the house that Quad lived in, and now here you are with your new wife in the same house. We would be asking why they weren't talking about it if they weren't. I think it's just normal.
But I mean, she don't even know where her husband is. Okay, he in the what he doing in the American playing golf? What he doing over there? Okay, okay. Anyway,
Mm,
so
mm,
this is. I'm sorry, I didn't even set up the scene. So Jackie and Simone was eating, and they was talking about these new generation of women. They just don't know how to. What is my thing going on? They just don't know how to take care. She needs a nanny, and Sweet Tea needs a this, and Sweet Tea needs a that. Did Dr. Jackie cook? I thought she said she know how to cook.
mm.
Yeah, I don't
Oh my
remember.
gosh, she encircled the product on
She
the back.
didn't.
Oh,
Shut
they
Hey,
got
up.
two different cans. Oh shoot, they got
I'm
two
about to go
cans
put.
of it.
Okay, let me get this. What's the
oh, you see
good?
that infamil, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like people been
Sorry,
talking
y'all. We
about
be doing like 18 things. We got to get on the ball. Okay.
And
What y'all
is
think
her
about
daughter?
the?
Her daughter's so pretty. Is she still trying to sing, or are we giving that up?
I know a lot of people were saying that she looked greasy.
She was shiny. Yeah.
okay, yeah, I think that girl has a severe case of eczema. If you go back to when she was a
Oh.
baby, you could see it real
Makes
bad. You could see the
sense.
blotches, and they would be
I
like
mean,
on her shoulder. I recognized it when she was a little girl.
Well, I will say
Wow.
this: I have very dry skin, so I used to have very oily skin. My mom gave me this Mary Kay stuff, made my skin very, very dry. So I flake. So I use a serum, and I feel like she just had on, and it kind of makes you look oilier at night. So I'm thinking she just maybe had on some type of serum for her face, but I'm
It
not
was
sure.
all on her neck and stuff. That girl has
Oh,
that on
okay.
there. She
I
has that
tried.
on there because she has a severe case of eczema.
Laura, I
You can
tried.
see the dark spots on her neck. I have two daughters, both had eczema, and my
Okay.
my 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 baby had it worse. Like hers used to bleed and stuff.
Oh
Oh,
That's
my
the reason
goodness.
why I started making my own natural products. That's literally why I started making lotion. I make my own lotion because she was it has to be an
allergic.
allergic reaction. She don't
Mm-hmm.
even had an issue, and every once in a while she'll come and say my arms is itching again. I'll make her another batch of my little shea
Mm-hmm.
butter mix that I put together, and she'll be all right.
Oh, that's so
Okay,
It's
sweet.
so
bad.
let me upload this. So while they were
Can I?
cooking, did y'all hear her? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, what was you gonna say?
I was gonna say the daddy. I don't know if I'm jumping ahead, but when he said he wanted her to be close because if she needs something, he want to be like no more than an hour away from her to come up and help his baby.
Oh, that's so
I just
sweet.
thought, oh my goodness.
We can jump to that scene because
I
I
thought
want
He
that
to.
was just the best scene. I mean, I just love it. I guess
He's within 6 hours. To me, that's reasonable. They're only well, it might
six
be a little
hours.
bit.
He
That
wanted
ain't
Well,
months.
reason.
he's a little bit longer. In Atlanta, you're 6 hours from Orlando. Tallahassee is what, 2 hours from Orlando?
Yeah. So,
So
but I mean,
maybe it's
but it's a
eight.
plane ride.
Yeah.
Who driving?
If there was an emergency and you have to get there the next morning, you hop into your car. That's my assessment because I did the same thing. I wanted my daughter was trying to figure out where she wanted to go. Alabama A&M was reasonable. It was 6.5 hours away. If she called me
Oh,
at a Friday night in an emergency, I could be there Saturday morning in my car.
six and
You
a half
can't catch
hours.
a
Yes, you
plane
can,
ride.
but an hour sounds so much better.
I'm getting on the plane.
But if you
What's the
can't
next?
get on the
Right.
plane, if you can't get on the plane, that's the issue
Yeah.
that I'm having. There is a
Oh,
big
okay.
like
Six
if
hours. Look, 6 hours. No, ma'am. That's far.
yeah, I want to be able to jump in my car immediately and head that way. I don't want to wait till the morning because I ain't gonna sleep.
Yeah. Six
Well, we
hours?
might can find a plane ride. Look.
We're gonna have to.
All right. So let's keep on staying in that scene. So they
I
was
guess
fixing
my
the
point is I felt him when he said that he wanted to be
Yeah,
able
I
to
did too. I
he
did
wanted
too.
to get close to his baby quickly. I
Yeah.
can
That's
respect
why I
it.
was okay. That's I
Yeah,
loved it when he said 1 hour. Six,
yeah,
that's a different situation.
that's a
yeah,
long way.
yeah.
Yeah, 6 hours is 2 hours is good. So when Heavenly was making the spaghetti and she made that comment about you put something in the spaghetti, do you really tell your daughters this or was she being funny?
No, but I've been hearing that my whole wicked life.
I'm just gonna be
That's
honest. I didn't even hear her. I just toned her out. I just zoned her out
I gotta
without even thinking.
y'all
But I
ain't
heard
never
every
heard
single
men that
thing
say.
he said. That's
I
it.
know what she's talking about. Put in it.
Yeah, I was like, y'all ain't never heard men say you don't eat everybody's spaghetti. I mean, it's specific to spaghetti.
And
Well, well,
you know
Spaghetti.
what he's talking about. Y'all,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't.
it's
talking about
old
Kelly.
hanks. It's an old voodoo thing
It's,
that you want to attract your man, so you put your menstrual blood in
What?
spaghetti.
Okay, next.
that's
What?
why I said I can't believe she said that on TV.
Yes, that's what she was
And
talking.
that's what she meant. See, I don't listen to
Yes,
her. Wouldn't have thought none.
Yes.
That's just weird.
yes,
So they say that they get some kind of
Oh,
soul
Didi, I'm
tie.
with you.
You've been
yeah.
Yes,
tied for
Sometimes
life.
y'all
Like
are
you make some
killing my
crazy.
desire for spaghetti.
You're
I
right.
mean,
That's
that's
why I
what
couldn't
you. I'm surprised you ain't never heard. I heard men say that
never.
all the time.
I have never
Like
heard that.
they don't eat everybody's
Where does that?
spaghetti.
Where does that even come from? Who would
It's an
say that?
old wives'
girl.
tale, I think.
And who
I
would
would.
really do that? And so, how do you do it? Do you squeeze through the
Oh,
tampon?
Kelly, we
I mean,
don't
it's
want to
just
go that
disgusting.
far.
Just think about that. Who would do that and why?
I don't think that it was that. I just think that if you were on your cycle, you just wipe yourself and stick your tongue
Oh,
in there
Oh
and stick your
gosh.
finger in. Yeah, that's it's the
Oh
craziest
gosh.
thing. It's
Okay.
crazy to me, but I'm
well,
just
her
telling
exact
you.
words were to
Uh,
keep your man. She said this to her daughter. You got to put something in the spaghetti.
Yeah,
I'll tell you about that later.
yeah. And I've even heard, not just your cycle blood, just
Okay, we're gonna have to stop with the whole blowing thing.
moisture from between your legs. Anywhere it goes, some
Okay.
kind of
Okay.
secretions from a woman's privates inside of the spaghetti.
Okay. So like, okay. All right. Okay. And so then what else did he say? Child. Okay.
I'm just telling you.
I cannot.
I'm just giving you information. I know I've heard that. And
No.
when I grew up and got a little older, I bought
Mm-mm.
this book. It's literally called The Black Book. It's real
That's
expensive.
why the men don't let them cook.
And if you
What?
read through the Black Book, they have a whole bunch of like voodoo spells.
I can't.
It's like spells. It's
This
supposed
is
to
so
come from
But
some
disgusting.
book
I
of
don't know how
them
women
kind of
eat.
cook. Okay, a spell is one thing. The whole food cooking, wiping, more. No, that's just.
I've heard about it, but I've never
Yeah.
That
thought
just
about
sounds like
how to get it
poison.
in and
Y'all
to
ain't
eat
never
it.
heard taking some of their clothes. I've heard one where you could take a man's clothes. It has to be something that he actually wore. And you have to do something to the clothes, not like burn it or nothing. And then you have to wrap like, I don't know if it's rubber bands or something,
Shut
and
up,
then
girl.
bury it. Like it's stupid stuff. I've heard
Okay.
like take a
Say the
candle
name of the
and
book again, Joy.
it's literally called The Black Book. You
The
can
Black
find
Book.
it on Amazon. It's out of print, but they
I would hope
real
so.
expensive. It's real. You can find them because
Do not
it's
buy that
real
book,
expensive.
women. We are not
I
happy. If
had
you
it.
can't keep your man without putting some
I
blood in the
found it in
spaghetti,
the 90s.
you don't
It was
need
Well,
him.
so it's from
I have a
Nigeria or something they
question. Does
talking
the
about.
women,
I
does
don't
the,
know exactly where it's from, but it's from the 90s because
because
my
I've
mother
heard it,
owned
but does the, I really didn't think people would do this.
And
But will
yes,
you
it.
eat
you
the
it's
spaghetti too?
available to buy on Amazon.
Will the
It's
woman
not
eat the spaghetti too?
it's not super
It's
expensive.
not. All you need to do is make sure he eat it.
Because if you're
Oh
not, so if I
God.
fix my man some food and I don't eat it too, is he not suspect? Like,
I mean, and what about the rest of the family? So you didn't fix a whole pot, but the only one that can eat it is him, because you ain't trying to mix all that up and give it to everybody else. The
because what if they
cousin.
swap plates?
That sounds
I
like
mean,
something you did, Alexi.
I
If you
Yeah, I
can,
don't know how we got on this.
uh-huh.
We're gonna move on.
Thank
actually,
you.
it's not that expensive.
Oprah
You
had
can
the
get it.
author of the
Here it
book on
is
her
right here.
show.
How much is it, Joy? They want to know.
Oh, I can't
Angela,
do it.
what you
It's
gonna
only
be doing with this
$20. The
book, Angela?
hardcover. I don't know if this is the
I'm
original. The hardcover is
just gonna
$20
send
and
a copy of
77
the
cents.
front. It's by Tony. It's actually presented by Toni Morrison. By the way.
She's gonna send it to me, and I'll put it up
Ooh.
there.
Yeah, because that ain't what it says on here. This one got this is by Middleton Harris. Ernest Smith is the editor. Morris Levitt is the
Okay,
editor.
I got it. Give me a sec, y'all. All right, so Heavenly. It
This
probably.
is it.
I don't think
This is it.
I'm
That's
getting
it.
but you don't
Okay.
have the price. What's the price?
It's $20.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one on the Amazon.
It must be I have a copy of it. Mine is torn up. I had it because it has a lot of Black historical stuff in there. It's actually a pretty cool
Oh, sorry,
book.
y'all. I'm trying to delete something.
It's
so I can
actually a
add it.
pretty cool book, to be honest. But it does have a section in there that has like
Ooh, child.
fixes that
That's
you can
nasty
do.
crap. I couldn't even.
And I read it. I thought it was
I've heard it,
interesting.
but
Yeah,
that's the book. If y'all want to
yeah,
get it,
Toni
The Black
Morrison did the
Book.
cover, the preface of the book, but it's by somebody else.
All
Okay.
right. Y'all ready to move on? Because I've
Yes,
heard
yes.
it, but Callie made me
Yeah.
think of a whole new direction when she talking about how you
Mm.
get it in there. And it just made my stomach hurt.
Mm.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Woo! Okay, let's move on. So Simone and Jackie, do y'all really think they're friends, or are they just pretending to have lunch? Because to me it seemed like they was just staging this scene to talk about Sweet Tea and how she thinks she needs to have a nanny and I got let in. A nanny and a what else? Nanny. She wanted a chauffeur and she wanted
Yeah.
something else.
Well, I think they're trying. I think they're
And a
trying
house
to get
cleaner.
back their friendship. They probably will just never be where it was before Heavenly. Especially if Heavenly plan on cooking spaghetti for anybody, group meals. Potluck, never again.
I would not let her. I wouldn't eat at her house.
Mm-mm. Ugh.
So Heavenly, this scene right here, and I may be jumping, but this scene really got me, was when Sweet Tea sat down with Heavenly and was talking about Dr. G. And
Mhm.
that's why I don't think this girl has watched this show. because she is sitting here talking to one of the most, and I don't like calling people evil, but when it comes to this show, Heavenly likes to be evil and hurt people by what they say. So you're
Mhm.
talking to this person who would throw any and everything in your face
Yeah,
about your
she
man.
couldn't have known her. She couldn't have
He
known
could
her.
not have watched this
You
show.
right. I didn't even think about that. You right about that.
And her
What do
husband
y'all
would
think?
not have told
How did
her.
she know he was looking for a baby?
She
That's
knows
the
something.
reason why I thought she watched the show. Because if anybody knows nothing about Gregory, you know that he was a psychiatrist
Uh-huh.
and he wanted to be a father.
She said I could
And
give you what you want. Was that the
And
baby or was that some sex?
that was her inbox. So obviously she'd seen something, but I don't know how she thought somebody like Heavenly, you're right about that, would ever try to be her friend. The only way she would have is if she was mad at Quad.
Right. So what did y'all think about what she was saying to Heavenly? She said he was controlling. He didn't really help out.
she said everything that Quad said, so it didn't really stick out to me.
Somebody in her camp has watched the show, but they needed to help her out, honey. Hold on, honey, I gotta stretch my leg out for a sec. Woo, got a cramp. Okay, let me move this up. I really don't have a lot. This is okay. Let's see. Oh, this is when he said, "Oh, she told Heavenly that he pretended like somebody had robbed their house with a gun
Yeah, that was weird.
to show her that she needs to set the alarm." Now that right there, would you marry somebody who did that to you?
I get it.
I mean, it depends on the
No.
extent,
Get
but
it.
no. It
I
depends. I
get
mean, you can just say, "Hey, who's that strange man?" and it's over in 1 second. Oh, I was just kidding. Blah blah blah. No, I think he took it to the full
He went
extent.
too far.
Yeah, but
I don't, I'm not saying that he's right,
it didn't seem to phase her. She's still
but
marrying
I
him.
will say that I get where he's coming from. It's an unfortunate situation and it kind of proves that they're not on equal footing. Because you shouldn't have to go through that extreme to make a person submit to something that you want. Because the reality is that's all he wanted. He wanted her to do what he wanted. You know, don't leave my house like this. Celebrities are always being hit. I feel him. In a time where in Atlanta, where it's a thing where the celebrities were being targeted.
Right.
So I'm not saying that his approach was correct, but I get where he's coming from. And sometimes you do have to teach people a lesson. I don't think it's cool because she's right. You teach your children lessons. You don't
Right.
teach a person that's supposed to be your wife a lesson. But we do it all the time to men. We do it. I know I have. I want him to do something. He won't do it. So I got to give him a little taste of what it's like when you don't do what I know needs to be done. We do it all the time.
I think I've done that before.
We all have. If you're in a
But I don't think
relationship,
I've been to the so yeah.
I don't do that.
I think I have before. Yeah. But I don't think I've done anything to that extreme. So I mean he just
That's
went
just
to the
weird.
extreme. Yeah, because I feel like I would have been like, listen, T, sweet tea, honey bunches of oats. We live in an area, just like you said, Joy, where people are being targeted. I need for you to make sure you lock the door because you may wake up one day and we can all be at gunpoint. And I love you,
yeah,
baby. I don't want us to die. I want us to have a baby. Boom.
right. But he may have already said that,
Yeah,
obviously,
that's
and
true.
she's maybe irresponsible as well. I don't.
Maybe.
I mean, she could. You shouldn't even want to be with nobody like that.
That's true.
Like you know what I'm saying? Not at 54.
Is he that old?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Not at 54. I don't have the patience for that.
Oh no. Okay, now yeah, he grown.
Right. He grown.
No, look at you. Is D your cousin? Because you and D have been agreeing tonight. But how many times had he told her when it
Yeah.
wasn't enough?
Yeah.
Okay, D. We see you like the show.
Yeah.
She like Married to Medicine. All right. That's the only thing that really stood out to me was that I felt like that was a little extreme. And why tell Heavenly? Oh God, I can't stand Heavenly. Let's see what else I have.
You don't want to talk about the
Cecil and Simone. Because I wanted to talk about Cecil and Simone talking to their kids. Because
okay.
it had the very common theme with what we talked about with the Fletchers. And I was like, this is the very
I told y'all.
same damn
I told
thing.
y'all. We have
These
ruined our children.
children.
We have ruined them. We
Now
have.
ruined.
And we're all in the same age bracket. I see it so much on
Girl.
television.
Mhm.
And just amongst my daughter my oldest is a little bit more conscious, but this baby girl,
Ooh.
ooh, I don't, I don't. I need some good people, for real good people, not evil, windy mama like people to pray for me.
To pray for you. But it was crazy because it was the same exact thing where the mom was like,
Yep,
no, we're not doing this. I'm tired of these children. And the
yep,
dad's like, we can get them an apartment. It can
yeah,
be an investment property.
yep,
Like, when did the daddies become so soft?
yep.
When?
Because they all in the same predicament. I could guarantee you, if you sat down and had a conversation with them, they all
I gotta
say that
give this a
they
buzz.
had to work their butts off at that age. They all talk about it. When I was this age, I was doing this, that, and the other. They had this thing that, although they don't see how the struggle, why I don't think you should give lessons to your children, struggle lessons to your children, but you do have to figure out some kind of balance between helping them and hindering them, because it's a clear line that we often cross.
Something ain't right. I'm not ready for this moment because my child's not there yet. She seems to know what she has, but these children are, I don't know. It's a little different. I don't get it. And then in school too, like if it'll be different if they was in school making sure they're doing their studies. But he's talking about he didn't study for a test. The other one been in school like 3 or 4 schools. He's riding this out to be a 10-year student. Like, do you still take care of them when they're doing that?
I mean, if they know they got somewhere else to come to, when you look at some of these old school people's situations, they ain't had no bed to come back to. They were sharing rooms with siblings and stuff. And they didn't had a little taste of freedom. So you worked hard because you knew that when you graduated, you was gonna be able to at least secure a job somewhere so you can get out your mama's house. That
Right.
they ain't itching to leave. Mama house comfortable. Mama give me I ain't got no bills to pay. Every time I open up that refrigerator, it's full of
There's
food.
food in the
Mama's
fridge.
still paying my car insurance, probably my car note if I
Do
got.
y'all watch DC?
Well, my
Love and
parents
Marriage
did that
DC.
too. So
Uh-huh.
until I got married, they did all of that for me.
See,
Um,
Do y'all watch Love and Marriage DC at all?
I
mm-mm.
did.
You did? Okay. So that makes me think about the Tyler son, the one that's
Yep.
seeing impaired.
Yep.
He wants and is now
Independent.
out. He
Yep.
wanted that independent. He begged for it, he craved for it, and he
Mm-hmm.
just recently graduated from the school he had been longing to go to. And
Mm-hmm.
a
Oh,
part of his being able to graduate, he had to go out and live on his own, shop on
Mm-hmm.
his own, travel on his own,
Mm-hmm.
so that they
see,
could make sure he wants to get out there and be
he
more
had to have the
independent.
basic life skills.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
Billy,
wanted that.
to my
And
daughter's
so
doing
it's
psychology.
interesting
Right.
how in that aspect,
Mm-hmm.
you have somebody that's eager to have it, but it is very true. Our kids are just in a different world for the most part. It's a little scary.
It's a little
Mm-hmm.
scary because these are the leaders of the future. Okay.
Yeah, and it's crazy because we ain't seen this kind of entitlement amongst black children. Like we
Yes.
used to say this amongst, the because it was let's keep it a buck. Black people are a couple of decades behind,
Yeah.
so financially and financial aspects. So it's some of us. So we used to see that kind of entitlement amongst non-black people. Now we're seeing it in ourselves and it'd be like the second generation.
That's
It'd
crazy.
be like the third generation. It'd be like the second generation. Your parents were successful, so now you're behind. Like, that's crazy.
All right, let's see what else I got. Did she
The
say to keep them? Oh, I got that.
What y'all thought about the guys on the dancing bus?
Okay,
Ciao.
I'm just gonna say this. That bus is tight quarters and them booties shaking and legs open and all these people in these tight quarters. I
It
didn't
did
like
look
it.
like it state, didn't it? It looked
It just
like
didn't look clean. And I'm not saying the girls was stinky, but it was just too many people in one little space. And when they went to the strip club, I felt a little better because it was a little open more. But
And the
you,
one stripper looked like she was having fun. She was
she
laughing with
loved it.
them. She was kicking it. Okay.
What do y'all think? Is that? I mean, I know men have that, but
That was a lot to show.
that was. I was gonna say, do you do it on TV?
That was a lot to show.
But they did the same thing with Nene and Peter and them, didn't they?
Did they? I
Yeah,
don't
when
remember
Greg got
that.
remarried. Yeah.
I didn't watch that then because I don't
All
remember
his
that.
sons
Yeah,
were
but I
on the
can't. It
bus
was
and
a special,
everything.
Nene's special. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I thought it
they
was
had
a lot.
all his sons that are not normally on the show. They were all there. Peter and them were all on the bus. They was dropping it like it was hot. Okay. They was.
That was a lot for me. And then Greg asked the girl, "Do you want to come to my wedding?"
See. And wait a minute, one of the guy friends said, I have been dreaming about this. I said, yo, you did not.
What? Did
He
I?
did. He said, I've been dreaming about this. He was excited to be there. And he said that as he was looking at the girl's cracks.
No.
Yes, he did.
I don't know. I thought that was a lot, but I mean, so say you. Well, okay. If you had a husband, would you want him to do all that? Like if your husband wanted to have a party, would you?
And he did.
He did?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Please.
I don't think I would want to know. And so after seeing on the show, you know. All right. Anything else about that scene?
Mm-mm.
I really don't have a lot of notes. This is really bad.
I guess the bridal shower.
That's why Okay, so the only thing I started with was why is she going off on her sister like that? So who want to set it up?
Okay.
Set it up.
Okay. I didn't understand why she went off on her sister like that. Okay, so they're sitting there at the party. I don't know if her sister's phone rang or what, but the sister brought up the fact that your change of venue for the wedding is going to cost like $13,000 extra dollars.
Right.
She brought it up at that little situation, and the sister or the bride, Miss Sweet Tea, kind of was like, "Why? Dang, what else and why and what else and why?" And then she just got up and stormed away and was yelling and crying, and it went a little left. I didn't understand.
So somebody called. Why would you first of all take a call during your
Why would you
bridal
take it and then bring it up?
And then bring it up, and then her sister was trying to say, "Give me the phone," because the person was still on the phone, and let me handle it. And she said, "Don't you be taking my phone." And then she got like bucking up at her sister. Her sister said, "Why you treat me like this?" So then she jumps up, right, and she starts acting like a little child.
So there has to be some backstory to that, but that didn't show her in the best light. That made me think, okay, something is missing.
So you think that was edited? Because okay, there you go, Joy. What do you think about it, Joy?
I do think it was edited, but I think that she took the call and probably regretted that she did. She went off on her sister because she really just wanted silence. Yeah. And her sister was trying to get her to do something.
Her sister was trying to get the phone from her.
But when you find out devastating news, she done probably went over the budget already. So now they're telling her it's $13,000 more. And I kind of think, this is just my opinion, which may not be worth nothing, but I kind of think they had to get married in the time frame.
On the show?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out why would she take the call on speaker. That's what I couldn't get over.
They probably asked her to.
The producers.
But it could have been like, I could see myself though in my shower or Pamper Party and somebody called and I would have been like, shh, hold on, y'all, hold on. Let me take this call right quick. Yeah. Thinking it's not going to be something bad.
Yeah.
Because it could have been, everything looks good. You know, you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She should have got up and walked outside.
Right. Soon she heard him, like, what he was, like, saying.
Yeah,
I would have immediately took my phone off speaker and
I
got
agree.
up and walked away. Definitely,
I agree.
she should not
And
have did that in front of all of them,
right,
especially with the way they've been treating her
Treating her
already,
yeah.
as
right.
it is. And to comment on the earlier scene, since you didn't send me the link, when
We gotta
I
let
can,
you in later, D, because you enjoy it. We gotta get y'all together. We're gonna have a talk after this, but go ahead.
I cannot, I cannot stand Jackie.
Me either.
Like,
I mean, I can't
ooh,
stand her. I can, but go
I
ahead.
can't stand her. Like,
My favorite person on the show. What's up with that?
because Jackie
The
just.
Jack is.
Yes,
Yes.
Jackie is just like one of those nice, nasty people that
Oh, I love her.
she masks it
But I,
over with a smile, but she's really being mean.
yeah,
And like you said, the way she's been talking about sweet tea and
Mm-hmm.
all, it's just like, girl, I ain't like Jackie since the Buffy situation, anyways. But
I
it's
didn't like
like,
her before that.
so this is what I'm saying. I was just like, girl, it's like I said, that nice, nasty, masking it over with the smile and calmness and softness to her voice, even though it mean the same goddamn thing as if you was being rowdy.
I
Right.
agree.
I
I agree.
agree because I feel like she was down in sweet tea at that lunch with Simone. Like she want a
Absolutely.
chauffeur and she want a nanny and she who don't? Shit, I want one. And
Okay.
she was attributing it to these young girls. I'm like, Jackie, you probably got a nanny. You ain't never cooked for Curtis because he always cooked for you. You said that previous episodes. So how you gonna put this girl down? Anyway, go ahead.
And they acting like Sweet Tea is just, well, I mean, 31 is young, but damn, they acting like she like 22.
What they're doing is they're attributing the fact that she is so much younger. If Gregory was 38, they wouldn't have thought nothing of that. But because he's so much older and well established, they think in the terms, because we all do in our generation, we think that people need to earn their place.
Really? What
Yes,
generation is this? Because I ain't in
this
that.
generation is. We don't think that's literally the reason why we're so annoyed with our children, because we've given them everything. We've earned our place.
Yeah.
They're not earning theirs. They've been given a lot. They're not fighting for anything. They're just living.
Y'all
They're
sound
just
like my brother and my uncle because they
You
I
kind
don't
was
of took
sound
like,
like that.
over
That's
as
Joy.
my. So
so
they
we
kind of took
feel like
over as
people
my.
need to earn their place, and the reality is, Sweet Tea is already coming into a sweet situation.
Situation.
That's
Mm-hmm.
true.
But you can't be
It's
mad at
true.
that.
You can't. It's a form, in my opinion, of jealousy.
Right. I'm
It's
not mad
really a
about
form of
that.
jealousy because everybody, this is Candace's argument. I do come back to her a lot, but it's generational wealth. It's being able to, their children are beneficiaries
Uh-huh.
of
That's
their
right.
parents' success.
Right?
And she is the benefactor of Gregory's wealth.
And I'm not mad about it. I
Yeah.
would be happy for my sister. Like, girl, you did good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Bunchly, baby. I'll be
Step it up.
high fiving. Girl,
Does
you
he
done
got a
got you a rich
brother?
man, and you done got you a man with some money,
And he
girl.
literally has a brother.
Right. That's what my
Yes,
question
the
would have
brother
been. Does
look
he
just
have a
like
brother? Is his brother
the brother look
single?
just like
Does he
him.
like a woman
You
particular
think they gonna
age?
have
I
twins?
would,
It seems like they would have to have twins,
because they
right?
twins and they twins. It's possible.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
what
did
else
y'all
did
see
you got?
Gregory at the? Did y'all see Gregory?
Greg's brother is a
Gregory's.
twin?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
look just alike.
Dr.
I didn't
Gregory and
know
Dr.
that.
Greg. I think he's a doctor too. Greg and
Yeah.
Gregory. That's
They're
their name.
both she's a twin and he's a twin.
Yeah.
And so the other, the Greg's brother is not married, as far as we know.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's what's my next question. Is he married?
I have
He's
no.
Has to be.
actually
No, but
nice looking too. He actually was smaller than Greg, so he might look just like him now that he's lost
mm-hmm.
some
Yeah.
weight.
Look at the
Because
wig
actually,
and the
Gregory looks
lips.
nicer with
Oh,
the
If you look
Yeah,
little
at
he
the
does.
decent.
wig,
I think he does look better.
Let me see if I can
I
find
got
a
I think
her.
he's
picture.
a twin.
Let's see.
Okay.
you hear me, Joy?
All right. So,
Uh,
anything else before we
If
move
you
on
look,
to something else? What else, y'all?
What'd you
I
say,
said,
D?
if you look at the wedding previews, you can see his brother and him beside each other.
oh,
Oh,
Yes.
well, I'm
did you?
gonna have to see a
Okay,
picture
I
of that.
didn't notice that. I was trying
Okay.
to
So,
find a picture of him and his brother because I've seen him before on social media. Oh, here is
to
one.
Dr. Gregory and Dr. Greg. I think he's a doctor too. And you'll
I'm
probably
not
find
sure.
a picture.
He don't look like him right here though.
Oh, Montanique, I was wanting to say about the little strip club thing. I agree, it was a lie. Like they was like pulling
What?
titties out, and
Yeah,
I
it was
was
a lot.
like, what? And it was Dr. Greg for me talking about somebody smack my ass. I was like, oh my
Y'all
god.
must not remember the Atlanta one. Then
I
it
do
was
not
great.
remember because that right
I
there, I
don't,
was like
Callie.
clutching my invisible pearls. Like, this is a
Me
lot.
too, girl. I was like, oh, they doing all of this on Married to Medicine.
I thought that was a lot.
And
So, Callie, you
baby,
got to go
and
find that
Dr.
scene you
Jackie
talking about.
husband was ready. Dr.
But
Jackie husband was ready to get there.
you don't have to think.
He
Talking about
really
some
was.
he was, girl. My wife got a
Mhm.
gun. Like you was ready for that. He was ready. Dr. Damon was the only one that acted like he had some sense.
Because
And
he
that's
was
probably
scared
because
of
he
his
didn't want to
wife.
hear it.
Did
I
y'all
was just
see
gonna
how
say that.
bad Dr. Damon looked in the episode for next week when they getting walked out of the wedding?
Who?
Oh, yes.
Who? Wait a minute. Who?
Dr.
Dr.
Damon and
Damon.
Heavenly.
When they wasn't invited.
Well, they got kicked off the list because of what Heavenly had been saying, talking about
Let's
her
talk
being
about
over
that.
or
We didn't
something.
talk about that, Callie. So
I didn't
Heavenly
know
said,
that.
and see, and her bridesmaids were there. Did you see them kept showing her bridesmaid? What is Nene say? Her bridesmaids.
Her bridesmaid.
Uh-huh.
Her bridesmaids. Nene couldn't find the S, honey. She couldn't find the S.
Okay.
That Bushmaid said there's an S.
Okay.
Who was it? Claudia.
Yeah, she was like spell bridesmaids. And the S is not silent, honey.
Claudia mess. I love her.
Girl, that was crazy. But anyway, so they kept going to her because Heavenly says she's not mature enough, emotionally mature enough to be married. He's controlling everything that Quad said. Like Heavenly was telling the group this when Sweet Tea was crying in the bathroom. And I'm sure they told
said it right in front of all the little bridesmaids,
all of her bridesmaids. So I'm sure they told Sweet Tea.
That's why she, if Heavenly, to me, why'd you even go to the wedding, Heavenly? Did you really think you was going to go in there and be welcomed? I think she really thought that they weren't going to do nothing about that. Girl, you ain't coming up in my wedding after I hear you talking that kind of trash.
Okay.
At the shower.
I still don't understand why she went to what'd she say?
I'm off camera because I'm eating, but I'll be right back. I'm here though.
Okay. I was gonna say I can't understand why the hell she was venting to Heavenly of all people anyways. Okay. Even though I think I was gonna say it should have been Toya, but hell, I don't even think Toya is befriending Sweet Tea for the right reasons.
Right.
I feel like the only reason she is befriending her is to get it quiet. That's the only reason I feel like she's being her friend.
I will say this though. All of them are kind of stuck in a hard place because all of them have remained friends. I really do see why she's friends with Toya and what's her name. They actually, Toya and
Simone.
Their husbands actually hang out. Greg is in a renewed feature in this group. They hang. If every reunion they ask them about Dr. Greg, and they always say, "Oh, we was just at so and so together. We do so and so on Saturday." They hang out for real.
Yeah.
So when you're in a situation and the husbands hang out and y'all want to get together on group night or invite people to play cards or whatever it is that you all do as a couple, I see how they get sticky. You almost have to befriend that person because you're gonna be in my house.
Yeah, it's true.
So what do y'all think about when Quad came in? Did we talk about what y'all thought? Wait a minute, before I do that. Did y'all talk about Sweet Tea's reaction? What did y'all think of her reaction? I don't think we talked about that. To do that first.
To what? To reaction to what?
To the negative news about her wedding.
Oh, I think that was like very a lot. I think she was just really frustrated and she didn't want to be bothered, and her sister was trying to comfort her. Yeah. And sometimes when you're upset and you're frustrated like that, you really kind of don't want nobody talking to you, no matter really kind of who it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I agree. Okay. Anybody else? Is that what everybody thinks? Or did y'all think it was over the top?
I think it was over the top, but it was so interesting how they know they can trick you with a preview because we were thinking she was responding like that because
Quad. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, let's talk about Quad and Phony Faye.
phony Faye. I'm ready to drag her. I'm ready to drag that heifer.
Go ahead, D. Drag her.
Oh, I can't
Drag
stand
me,
her because
Monique.
she
Drag
You
knows.
me,
really
Monique.
can't drag her, and I'm finna pull up the tweet to prove it.
Because I mean, I know I seen
Yes,
what
you
Quad
can.
said. I
Yes,
seen
you
what
can.
Quad said,
I
but
saw
that
what Quad
still don't
said.
negate the fact that Phaedra is still a messy ass hoe and still the same as she always been. Ain't nothing changed.
But
Phaedra
if
is not
but
a
if
hoe.
she really didn't bring her
Wait,
there,
Is not a hoe.
He
wait a minute.
texted her, Joy. She looked at her phone and said, "Okay," and then she went to go get her.
I know, but it don't matter.
Oh
Quad
yes, it does. Because
got
if
in her
Kenya would have
car.
did that, you would have drugged Kenya
No,
down
no,
the
no,
street and
no, no,
around
no,
the corner.
no. I
That's what you would have.
absolutely believe that she was. I don't. You know, I don't like Quad, but I know Quad
No,
was
we talking
there.
about Phaedra, not Quad.
But Phaedra had no parts in what production was doing. She was just the gateway. I'm not going
I
in
would
there.
have said no.
Who?
Yeah, I mean,
Phaedra
Quad
could
could
have
have
said
said no. Quad could have said no.
Quad could
I
have
ain't gonna
said
do
no.
nobody like
Of
that, even
course
for
she
TV.
could have. But
yeah,
Quad wanted to get paid.
Girl.
She
that's
could have
true.
been paid going to
She
Phaedra house.
already reduced to a friend.
Go
She
to
already
go to
barely
Phaedra
getting any
house.
screen time.
Go to
And as
Phaedra
much as
house.
I can't
Is
stand
it just a
Toya,
friend this year?
I
She
as
can't
in the
much
cast.
stand Quad.
Oh, wait a
as
minute.
much as
Quad
I
is a friend this year?
no,
Yeah,
she's on the opening credits.
on the
That's
credit.
what I thought. I thought she was
No, she
cool.
not.
Yes, she
Yeah,
is.
she's in the cast photo.
She's in the cast photo and everything.
Is she?
Yeah, she at the end. She's at the very end, like when at the end when they all together when they doing the Married to Medicine little sequence, the little intro. She's at the end over there.
Her and Sweet Tea are kind of polar opposites on each side.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, Simone's in the middle, I think, and then your fans out, and I think her and Sweet Tea are kind of on polar opposites. But I understand Quad coming. I don't understand Quad coming, but I don't understand Phaedra's part in it because she should have never. She should have said, "Let her just come in on her own."
exactly.
Quad,
Why the fact? Because Phaedra is a messy hoe. She
I,
is.
I think Phaedra's trying to find her placement because she
but that,
don't fit in this
no,
group.
she doesn't fit with
She
them.
She
does not.
doesn't fit. Like I love Phaedra, but this ain't her. She don't fit.
Yeah, this ain't her judge.
So I think Phaedra is trying to find, and nobody else would probably do it. So you knew her, have her come here. And the way that she reacted, I kind of thought she knew she was coming.
I just think she kind of kept her cool because hell, for one, she probably don't really have an issue with Quad, and number two, she probably that was her bride, whatever, bachelorette, whatever. That was her party, so she probably was just trying to keep the, you know what I'm saying, down, especially after she had just had an episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she had just had an episode, but I don't like Toya. Can't stand Toya. Probably never was gonna like Toya, but I loved the fact that she was dragging Phaedra. I lived, and Phaedra's trying to hug on her. No, get your ass back. You messy.
Girl,
It's
this is too
messy.
much booty. Like I'm watching it, it's like
There's too much butt.
they had to block out part of the girls behind her.
Yeah, it was bad.
Where she bent over. Like that's just too much.
It was much, too much. Now let's get back to the thing real quick. So Phaedra was wrong. Okay, what nobody say. And Sweet Tea acted like she didn't care. She was like, "Come sit by me." And I think Quad the only one that bought her a gift, so she was like, "At least let me get my gift." And then
Oh, she did.
Toya.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she bought her two gifts. She had two
She bought her
bags.
some gifts.
One, two. I love that.
She had 2 bags.
That
And
was
I ain't
sweet.
seen no bags from nobody else. So I'm
Me
seeing why she
neither.
said, "Come sit
That's
by me.
probably why she said, "Come sit down."
Come sit on down." And then Toya. Toya said, "We ain't gonna be faking phony Faye up in here. We finna keep it 100.
Yeah,
Okay, we don't want
even
this
though I
lady here."
did enjoy her getting Phaedra together, I still think she just did the absolute most, and it does just highlight her hatred for Quad. It does, because why are you making more of a big deal than the fucking host of the fucking event? If she told Quad to come sit down beside her and they having a little side conversation, you shut the hell up.
I don't think they had a choice. Well, you always have a choice about who you invite to your thing, but I really do believe with what's her name?
Quad, Faye.
Quad signing their contract late. Them already been filming. None of them knew she was coming. So I do think there was a level of you need to show up at this event because
Yeah.
I don't even think Quad was comfortable doing that. Like it's real, this is reality TV. Like most people who messy, I'm talking about Quad. You don't never
Yeah.
like it when the mess is on you. This is
Right.
she's whatever you want to say. Either you believe that Quad flat
She was
out
stupid.
was using Greg, which some people do believe that,
Yeah,
or
she
you
was.
believe she actually loved the guy, that
No,
she
she
would
didn't.
still be married to him if he wasn't as controlling, if he wasn't as X, Y, and Z, whatever her gripe with him was. If
I
you
think that's
believe that
why they got divorced.
if you think she was in love with him, how difficult would it be to still be on the show? I'm trying to give this girl a benefit of doubt because I don't like her. But I know I can imagine watching somebody that I used to love, even if he was toxic to me. I got to sit here and watch this dude have a happily ever after.
Mm.
Mhm.
That ain't fun.
I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to be at her bridal shower.
Yeah.
I would have
But
been
I'm
like,
like,
can we do
that's why I
something else?
believe her. I don't think Phaedra had anything to do with her coming other than walking her in.
You,
It wouldn't bother me personally, but
That's a
everybody ain't me.
that ain't even cute. I don't even like Quad, and I get where she coming from.
So here's the picture, so everybody can see.
Oh yeah, there are two
Okay,
men.
yeah.
They
Him,
don't look alike. Maybe
actually,
that could
they
be
did used
cousins.
to. He don't now, but they actually, I've seen pictures of them where they did look a little
They
bit
look
more alike.
exactly alike. You think it's the beard?
It could be because they don't
It
look
could
alike.
be, yeah, they could be. Cause I've seen pictures of them from years ago, and they looked alike. Like on their Instagram, both of them wishing one another happy birthday, twins.
Right.
It was something like that.
Mm.
But that's cute. They
So what
have
do
to
you
have
think, Callie,
twins.
about the so Callie ain't saying much, so we finna get her to talk real quick. What do you think about Quad coming in, Callie?
I think why it was funny. I think why I really wanted to stay. She said, I mean, do you want me? Do you want me to leave? I mean, you know. And she was like, yeah, I think you can leave. But if she was, I agree. It was probably to get the paycheck. But she really didn't. She really could have said no, no, no. She knew it was going to be good TV though, and so because of
And
that, I don't have a problem with it.
Quad
Wouldn't
didn't
happen. It wouldn't happen at my bridal shower, especially if I had my sister next to me and all my girlfriends. We would have had to knock her out. But on
right,
TV, it's a good show. Everybody's getting the paycheck. Let's enjoy.
right.
Okay.
I do wonder though. Quad didn't even act like Quad in this situation. That's how I feel like she was uncomfortable. Like most of the time, Quad would
Mm-hmm.
do something and stand in her mess.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? She didn't do that.
But she didn't
She
want to be
just,
disrespectful
yeah,
overly. Mm-hmm.
yeah. She
Yeah.
even handled it. I'll even admit, I can't stand her. She handled it well because we know that production made her come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
because
I agree with
she
you though
wanted,
too,
she
Callie,
would have
because
told Toya to shut up and sit down.
Yeah.
Shut up and sit down,
okay.
Toya.
You're
But
right.
she
You're
didn't.
right. She
So
didn't.
yeah, she was. She
She didn't
probably
handle
did it
it
for
the way.
the check. Mm-hmm. She was
She
You
stayed
And
are
long enough, and she
absolutely
got to stay a
right.
little
I just
longer.
thought about what y'all said. She kind of did let Toya do a whole
Mm-hmm.
lot. Quad
Let
normally
her
would
do
never
a
let that
whole lot.
that's why
So
I said, yeah.
she
This
was
wasn't
being
drama.
messy, but she knew to be messyly respectable,
Right.
kinda.
Right.
You know.
I didn't
That's
even think
true.
about that until y'all just said it. She
Yeah.
did let Toya kind of rip into her a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
We,
did.
And
at
that's the
any other
only reason
time, her and Miss
why.
Quad would have got Toya together.
She would have.
Exactly.
And um I think a lot of it, in my opinion, is probably attributed to this is what I hear that Quad also wasn't on good terms with hardly nobody.
Right. That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, because
And
I
they
mean they
said
Nobody
kept
that
really.
saying that
on the
ain't
previous
nobody heard
episode.
from her but Phaedra. Phaedra was the only one
Yeah.
she had talked to.
Yeah, because she apparently they did not like the whole thing that she tried to do with Toya last year.
That was
But
foul.
what's so crazy is when she walked in, Heavenly did her little evil laugh.
Well, Heavenly is cool with her for whatever reason. Heavenly has been pro Quad for a minute. I think she was the only person she was talking to.
Well, Heavenly
Yeah.
Yeah,
said she hadn't talked to her in a while.
Oh, she
Yeah.
did say that. You
Heavenly
right.
said she hadn't talked to her since New York. You remember they would study accent phages. Have you talked to Quad? Have you talked to Quad? And she was like, yeah.
Girl, I
well, I
can't
thought
That was
believe they
Phaedra's
showing this
reasoning.
on TV.
That
I
was
didn't see
Phaedra's
this.
reasoning for allegedly, bringing her. She was like, well, everybody been asking about Quad and where Miss Quad at. Well, here she go.
Yeah. But Heavenly was happy she was there, honey. I was trying to do this
Okay, cause
picture.
Heavenly messy. That's why Heavenly was happy. She was getting her life in that moment.
I just don't
Anything.
understand that. I mean, Heavenly is overly.
But
I mean,
Sweet Tea didn't want her there because she was like, yeah, you can leave.
yeah.
What y'all think? Because she was like, yeah, you can go. I think you can go.
I think honestly it wouldn't have made her no never mind. I think because Toya was making such a big deal out of it, she
So
probably
that's
just told her you go ahead and leave just to avoid mess on her night.
Greg was
Mm-hmm.
so
straight
they
on the
no, they
stage.
don't look alike. Because
Yeah.
I did a picture without the beard. They don't look alike.
Mm-mm. Once a minute,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah.
The other guy's
Okay.
face is shaped a little differently and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's all it was. I think Quad could have stayed had Toya not made such a big hoopla about her being there.
Well, were y'all happy that Toya took up for her, or do y'all think Toya should have stayed
I
out of
think
it?
Toya should have shut up.
No, I'm happy for you did what you
I'm
I'm
did.
happy
happy she
she
said
did. I'm
something.
actually happy she did because all of these girls really do seem against her for some reason.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
like that. Like I've never seen a good example of just like Hayes in the first year, and it's all around the guy that she picked. And I didn't even think about that. Like I've had, my husband has a really good friend. I used to be really good friends with his ex-wife, like really good friends. Um, and when they got a divorce, you feel
Right.
some type of way. Look at me
Yeah.
whispering. You feel some type of way when the new girl is like in your house because
Oh,
She
ex-wife done
whispered,
been.
ain't she?
right.
You
I
feel like I don't
you
know
got
how
to.
to get past it, and you know all the reasons, regardless if you know all the reasons why they broke up or not.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to know,
I
but
agree. No, I agree 100%. I literally joined like literally not even an hour ago because I'm in my she's like a sister to me. We grew up together, went to grade school together, and I literally just told her, don't you need to be single for a while. Like when you have your baby, just to be single because I don't have time to get to know no new brother-in-laws no more. I can't do it.
What about when you had your baby just be single? Dang.
Because I don't have time to get to know nobody no more. I
Please
tell
don't put it on him. Look, you just gonna have to be a single mama because I ain't got time.
I ain't got time to keep studying, learning people. Like I got used to this person. You've been with this person almost 2 years, and y'all done broke up. And I'm just like, I get what you're saying, Joy. Like it's awkward trying to
it's
get to
awkward.
know, you know.
It's awkward.
It,
It's
it's gotta
definitely
be.
awkward. And like, girl, it's really messy because like my daughter is really good friends with their daughter. So,
Oh,
girl, it's so messy.
that's messy.
It's so messy.
Do we have anything else? Y'all got anything else to talk about that we missed?
No, that kind of that's all.
No.
That
Y'all
kind of
see them
happened.
cupcakes? I was tripping out them. I thought them cupcakes was funny. The
What
things that
cupcake?
production honed in on, they look nasty, knotted cupcakes.
No, I
My
didn't even
question,
notice.
I
And
did
Joy
have a
be
question
noticing it
about the
all.
children on the children on these shows. Do they not get scholarships?
If
Why
they
Seems
not?
like
apply
we think.
for them,
You don't think they must not apply for them? Because she was
yeah,
like,
they
we
got
putting
to
the
not
bill for
apply
this.
for them. That's the only way you're gonna get a scholarship. You gotta apply for the scholarship, do the essay,
Yeah, I
or
mean, is that what you meant, Monty? Because you kind of made it sound
Because
like you thought.
the
yeah.
parent Simone was like, I had to pay all this money for you to go to school. I want you to get better grades. But I was like, do they not get a scholarship?
Probably not. If you got average grades, even if you got even less B's and C's and you graduate with a 3.1, that ain't no bad kid academically, but it ain't good enough for scholarships. You
I
have to,
mean,
even at HBCUs at FAMU,
Mhm.
they do have like, it's only like 50. First of all, it's only $15,000 a
I
semester.
know it's not a
15.
big one. Yeah.
So it's not that big, not like Spelman was when I think somebody went to Spelman and somebody went to Morehouse. Those are expensive. Spelman is like
Harvard, Yale.
30 some $1,000 a year, 38, I think it is. And I want to say, what's the name, is probably a little bit more. Morehouse is a little bit more, but Clark isn't. Clark is and you can actually get a better scholarship at Clark than you could, in my opinion, in Spelman, because you can get, I want to say it's something really low, like a 3.25. You can get a partial scholarship, half off of your tuition. And that's a big deal there because they don't charge out-of-state fees at Clark. But
Yeah.
so the tuition is just high. So the
That's
tuition is
just
just
crazy.
high.
I was just
But
like,
if you can get a partial off the tuition portion, you're still paying for room and board and a little bit of the tuition. But, you know, it still may not be affordable to people who are on financial aid. And that's really, you have to do those extended loans.
well,
Because
maybe
financial
another
aid does
thing is
something
they didn't
more.
want to take the scholarships away from somebody who probably needed the money.
And
That's what
that's
I'm
possible.
hoping. That's what I'm hoping, because I'm hoping their
FAMU.
children had a better GPA than what you're saying.
And if they do well at FAMU, if you do well your second year, if you make, and I can't remember what the number is, it might be a 3.25. I'm almost positive that's the number. If you meet that number at Clark, your second year, they waive your tuition altogether. So I mean, not at Clark, at FAMU. Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah,
waive
and
your entire tuition?
just tuition, has nothing to do with room and board or fees. Just your
That's
tuition.
good.
But at
Because I was
FAMU, your tuition might be $4,500 a semester when it's 15, and they'll drop out of state fees. It's 15 for me. I don't know if FAMU has some kind of deal with surrounding states. Now that I can't remember. Whatever it is, I know I don't
Most of the
qualify
time it's
for
your
it.
border states. Like all the states
Yeah,
around Tennessee,
yeah.
they waive it.
And it even close at TSU, we're in St. Louis qualifies for their, what they call it, something 250. Yeah, if you're with 250 miles from a Tennessee state, they will wait. You're on a different pay scale.
Oh, that's nice.
HBCUs in the South have really good deals. I could go from each state to another. That's really, really what I do. If y'all follow me on TikTok, that's one of the things that I break down, all the different schools that people can go to that's financial aidable. Yes,
well,
you take
didn't do that for me.
You didn't ask me. Because
when she went to a PYT, so I don't know.
Yeah, PWI.
PWI. Why I say PYT?
I had no idea because you're thinking about Pretty Young Thing.
Pretty Young Thing.
But yeah, that I do videos about that all the time because the South is really good for having, and it's just the South. It's not the East Coast. The East Coast have a lot of HBCUs, but they are expensive. The ones in the South are actually reasonable.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. Because I will never forget when COVID came and they gave us our room and board back. Girl, I could have jumped for joy.
All the schools got that. It
all
was
the
great.
schools did everything.
They got that for like 3 years, like 2.5 years.
And if you want to get your master's, you didn't have to take the GRE. Like they really
what?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's still happening at a lot of schools because people stopped going to school because of COVID, and they were losing so much money.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when COVID had first came to Arkansas.
Those COVID checks, yeah.
They did not waste time. I'm talking about it hit, I think it was a Wednesday because it was a week before spring break. It hit Arkansas. I'm talking about before the end of the day. We had emails. You got to be out by Friday.
Oh, I can already tell you in Alabama, it was March the 20th.
Dang.
That week it's ingrained in my brain. My father died on the 17th. And that was just, I had to go pick up my daughter on that day because they had to be out by the 20th of March.
Really? We was
they gave you, I had just found out like Sunday or Monday.
I don't know why we still live. Are we done?
Yeah.
Thank you, Callie, honey, because I'm up here playing my game. Hold on. Let me go put this thing up. We love y'all. We just be talking.
Oh, wait a minute. So y'all think Toya being messy?
No. I think it's being Toya.
Toya's
Toya's
being
always been
Toya,
like
and
that.
she is doing nothing wrong so far this season to me. She has every right to be upset. That was a party she threw for her. And we know Quad said the girl was cheating on her husband because his Peter Weeder is too tiny, and that she tried to set up her own little burglary. Quad was tripping,
Oh,
and
I know
Toya,
she has a reason to be mad at
yeah,
Quad. I ain't
Toya is
arguing
doing
with
nothing
it.
wrong.
I mean, it's not far
She can
fetched,
kill
honey,
him.
because look at Dorit.
What about Dorit?
Girl, we all know Dorit ain't getting robbed for real.
She
Oh, I
said she
thought
got
you meant
robbed
that
at
PK had a
Target.
little Peter. I was like, I did not hear
Uh-uh.
that.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
yeah. He
You
looked
know
like he
where my
might
mind
go.
go,
I'm just
D.
saying.
Now, D, come on. You know where I'm going.
Oh, Dorit is full of shit.
What's she? Okay, I know we
She
moving
got
on.
robbed at Target. Y'all hear about
I
that?
got a question.
Girl, that's what I'm saying. That's
$10,000.
what I'm saying, Callie. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
bullshit.
You
Was that the
lying.
is that the $10,000 thing? What?
Yeah, she
Yes,
just
like
walked away
Dorit,
from her
girl.
basket.
Why do you not have a credit card?
Hold on. Somebody said, "C D, you in Arkansas. Watch out now. That's where I'm at." All right, D.
Ah,
D and D, honey. D and
D and
D.
D.
Do you have a cute son, D?
See,
Do he got some money, D? D D, not
you have
you.
a good night and happy
Let's see
Thanksgiving
what.
too.
Look at me trying to get you a date, D, and Callie
Okay.
name.
Yeah, Quad handled this. I'll give it to her. She handled this with class. She was like, "Would you like for me to leave?"
Okay, we getting off of here. Hold on,
And
let me
she
do
was
it.
like, "Yes." And
She
she was
said, I
like,
She
mean,
ain't
because
got no
I'd like
son,
to
D.
stay, but if you'd
Sorry.
like, she kind of said, I like to stay.
This is
"Yeah."
our QR code. Follow us on Chatter Up. We may do Beverly Hills and Huntsville Sunday, possibly. I think I may be able to do that. Monday I will not because I know I'm already doing something, but we may do
Baby, today is Monday, honey.
And then
Next
I'm talking
Monday.
about next week, honey. I'll be trying to get them
Okay.
know because I ain't gonna be here next Monday.
What's
But
next
are we gonna
Monday?
do Beverly Hills? We can do because we can't do Beverly Hills Thursday.
It has to be a Thursday.
We can't. This Thanksgiving.
Well, I guess you're right. Friday.
That's up to y'all. We'll talk about it.
We don't have to do it at all, so that's on y'all.
All right, we about to end this call. We love y'all.